Well, good morning, boys and girls. Great White Stoke coming at you from the Great White North. Some really good videos have been posted up as of late. Econ Recon has been talking about the dollar, whether inflation is good. And Shafe, Southern Paladin, the Grand Poobah of Truth, and Backwoods recently dropped some videos on conspiracies. And I gather from the Grand Poobah of Truth, Southern Paladin. Excuse me, guys, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning here. And Shafe is that a lot of conspiracy theories can be boiled down to essentially non-intelligent people interfacing with a subject and getting some type of simmered down information that ties it together, leading them down the primrose path along a jump to conclusion mat that, yes, a conspiracy happened. And the conspiracy du jour that Shafe and everyone was talking about was the 9/11 conspiracy, and about how all of these conspiracy revolved around, there were explosive devices implanted. There's no way that jet fuel melted the steel. Look to Building 7, yada, yada, yada. And you have to realize, though, that are conspiracy theories true? Yes. However, there will be subterfuge, and they will allow the retards, so to speak, to talk about retarded aspects of the conspiracy. So first off, are conspiracy theories true? Some of them. Like, here's a big one that everyone glosses over. The government imported cocaine to pay for Contras. It sold Iran weapons to pay for Contras. Our government imported cocaine and then decimated inner cities, black communities, poor white communities with cocaine. It ran rampant in Hollywood and still does. Our government imports illicit substances to pay for secret wars. That's the truth. Our government lied about the Gulf of Tonkin to get into the Vietnam War. Facts. And there's a whole host of other things that our government has done to make operations happen, to quell the population, to foment support. And if you look at 9/11 and say, that's what happened, you're the biggest rube on the planet. Tons of people have come forward in government and said, hey, we were seeing all sorts of weird activity and we were trying just to notify people and we were stopped in our tracks. Now, people want to start nitpicking how the towers came down, Building 7. Let's just say for a moment that, hey, they all came down from jet fuel and from damage and fire. All right? I'll give you that. It was allowed to happen. It was allowed to happen. And when you look at the PNAC documents, Project for a New American Century, they were wanting some type of Pearl Harbor event to happen to unify the country, because what they have done so far was shredding the cultural homogeneity of the country. You can't import a bunch of third world people, give them a bunch of government benefits, and these people have fresh memories of what the government, our government, was doing over there to, subvert theirs. They're not going to like us. They're not going to matriculate with us. They're going to use America as a sponge, as a whore, to get theirs. And they're not going to care about Americans. And so that operation, right, was somewhat successful because we all went to war, right? Oh, it was some Afghani dude with ties to the Saudis, but we didn't really learn about the Saudis until later. And then, oh, hey, while we're out there, weapons of mass destruction. There were no weapons of mass destruction, right? But what we did learn later was that our government agencies and politicians have strong ties to foreign governments like Saudi Arabia and are getting lots of money to do their bidding. Facts. Here's another fact. Our government has recovered technologies from non-human intelligence. And right now, we got a lot of people coming out saying as much. What our government is doing with that technology, we don't know. 7 minutes in. Your time is important. My time is important, and I got to get going here. But while I got you here, great to hear from everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. It's no longer the great white up here in Alaska. In fact, the midnight sun is coming on strong. It's green. The mooses are having their little moose babies. The bears are getting fat. The tourists are in town. And soon, the salmon will be caught. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care.